Welcome to Instant Anime.
Just add music.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Jimmy.
Thank you for joining us. On this podcast, if you have not checked it out before, we listen to a song and then we take 5 minutes to write down what we believe that song would be the theme song of if it were an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we come together and we pitch our ideas and then we try and combine them into a mega anime.
Both combined.
Yep. And that's pretty much it. So, today's song is Dear Bride by B2B.
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 Not BTOB.
No, because that's wrong.
Yep.
And we made that mistake once before, but not again.
No, never again.
Not again. So, Dear Bride.
B2B. Go do some homework and listen to the song. We've linked it in the podcast description.
Or you can search it.
Search it on the YouTubes, Googles.
Yeah.
They'll find the song somewhere.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this doesn't make as much sense.
Yeah. So we listened to the song, and now we're going to give you our ideas.
We'll wait for you to listen. I'm just kidding.
5 minutes later.
It's a long song.
It's a real long song. We gotta cut it down a little bit.
Which, I mean, if it were any longer, that would have gone against our whole spiel, because we only take 5 minutes to write stuff down.
Sure, you can't listen to like a 6-minute song.
No, you'd have to lose a minute of it somewhere.
Oof.
Probably the end.
We'd have to pre-edit the song to be intro length.
That sounds tiresome.
That's like way too much work.
Seriously.
All right, here's my idea for B2B. I almost said B2B.
No.
B2B's Dear Bride. Just, what a song.
Oh my God. I can't wait to find the music video for this.
It's going to be real good. So, I haven't watched it yet, but...
Is there one, do you know?
Yes.
Oh, good.
I had it open to the music video, so...
Ooh.
So, my idea. A man in love with the forest in like a metaphorical way, like he doesn't like fuck wood or whatever. A man in love with the forest in which he resides gets his wish as the forest grants him a human child to raise and love as his own. This child appears to him one day as an infant in the knoll of a tree. Is that what it's called? Or like the knot of a tree, like at the bottom part.
Okay.
Like in leaves.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if it's called a knoll or if that's just like a cave or something.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't tell you.
Just a
it's
flavor
in, like,
word for you.
The hollowed out bottom
stumpy
of a tree.
part. Yeah, exactly. When it's very like crib shaped.
Knoll?
I don't know if that's correct.
I mean, that's like up on a knoll.
Yeah, which is like a hill, which isn't what I'm thinking of. Either way.
Anyhow, sorry.
The man has never raised a child before, so he's completely out of his element, and even somewhat curses the forest for his quote-unquote gift that he didn't ask for.
Oh, he didn't ask for it?
Like, like he was like, oh, if I could love the forest, like whatever, grant me, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really think about it that much.
Okay.
But he didn't specifically say, like, give me a child to raise. But the forest is like, I will interpret your wish. Exactly. He also owns a really cute husky dog, or like Balto style,
Balto, making a comeback. That's 2 Baltos.
He does learn how to be a father, and the show follows his follies and adventures of parenthood. The daughter definitely has forest magic, and she takes off after her father in a lot of ways. And then, like, they grow up together and stuff happens. But the whole show is, like, him getting the baby and then the baby growing up and stuff like that. That's the show.
Well, I don't even want to read my idea now. I really don't.
No?
No.
I got, like, a True North vibe from my idea on, like, how good it was.
Well.
Because your original True North idea was, like, so good.
Thank you.
So...
let's remember how good that is, just for a moment before I spill this garbage out to you in comparison.
All right. Here we go. But that's the whole point of the mega anime.
Yeah, for one person, me, to drag down a good idea.
Is this when you should go first so you feel more confident about your idea?
Well, can't go back now.
It's really luck of the draw.
Mm-hmm.
Luck of the rock, paper, scissors.
It is. Well.
Here we go.
All right.
I'm glad you liked my idea.
It should just be its own.
The highest honor.
The highest honor. It should be its own.
Tree child.
Watch me ruin this. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. Give it to me. It's my favorite part.
A prince is turned into a frog and lives on the castle grounds in the castle gardens of the princess that he wanted to marry. A young gardener finds the frog and is kind to him after other older gardeners had tried to scare him away or hurt him. And the frog becomes a pet of the gardener, and they live together. They are adorable buddies. The princess takes a liking to the work of the young gardener and spends a lot of time in that garden with him. The frog tries his best so that he may be kissed by the princess to switch back, but she's not into it, and then the frog discovers that they actually had nothing in common.
Oh.
And
she likes the gardener.
Mm-hmm. So, after the frog discovers that they're, not meant to be and he's never going to turn back into a human, he does what he can to hook up the gardener with the princess.
Oh,
and in
matchmaker.
doing so, he learns a valuable lesson and is turned back into a human.
Hey, that's pretty good. It's very Beauty and the Beast meets Princess and the Frog. I like it.
It sounded so much like a castle.
Yeah.
With the bells, and it just sounded like a medieval
it was like a
castle,
bridal thing,
which
so.
I didn't know immediately. Because you had the
I
name
wasn't
of the
going to
song.
tell you the title. It would
Yeah.
totally cloud your idea.
It's true. I'm highly susceptible to words.
To English words. Yeah.
So,
All right.
Princess and
Your
the
idea
Frog,
is good.
kind of
Get out of here.
Listen to yours again.
Okay, let me go. Stop recording.
Can we have that played back, please? The stenographer, please read back.
Yes, we hired intern stenographers. So we can... Oh, that'd be cool, though, if we had, like
a manuscript?
Yeah.
I mean, we could.
Then it would be more approachable for deaf fans.
That's true.
Because it's not approachable.
No, it's not.
No.
I, having done a little transcribing in undergrad...
You did do that.
No. I don't want to do that ever again.
No?
No.
You wouldn't be you. You're the host. I'm not going to make
Oh.
you transcribe at the same...
Well,
Oh,
okay,
you're saying,
then.
like, after it's done recording, we like, try and type it up? No, I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
We could probably outsource it somewhere.
That's true.
It costs money, though, so no.
Sorry.
Sorry, deaf listeners. Sorry.
Moving
Right
right
along.
along. Let's
Left along.
let's dig in.
Let's do it.
I want to go live in your forest.
It's like a really Miyazaki-ish, like,
Leave-
ass forest,
Leave
right?
my frogs behind.
Oh, God.
We do have the similarities between the garden,
The garden-
and the woods.
And your gardener could be my father guy. Because, I don't know, when you said the gardener, I'm like, this guy's likes plants and forests and living off the land and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
So, shit. My thought with his daughter being like forest magic, like she could be the princess of the forest.
I like that. I like that a lot.
So she's royalty because she like is descendant of
Mother Nature. or
Mother
whatever.
Nature, this forest's lineage. But she has humanity because she's raised by a man. So we got your princess.
Thanks.
And then maybe there is a third character that
The husky.
The husky or another animal that is a person that was cursed by the same forest who gifted this man with
It's gonna be a raven
a
then.
child, like a raven or a
'Cause
crocodile.
they're wise. Crows?
What do you mean?
Ravens?
Who's the crow?
The one that was a
Human?
person but is now an animal?
Okay.
Are ravens as smart as crows? I don't know anything about ravens. I just
thought
know
ravens
they're
were
big.
just big old crows, which would lead me to believe that they're just as smart.
Well, oh, but crows, that's very Kiki's.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of crows in the forest in that one.
Dang it.
Dang it, can't do that. Could have just like a different bird.
Whatever, we'll come back to it.
A robin.
So there's
And then
possibly another person.
if it's a robin, then the character who's turned into the robin is a very like roguish Robin Hood style character when he's a human. So it's like, to the attentive viewer, noticing that he's a robin, like, obviously as a bird he doesn't do that much mischievous things, but it's like when it's just a human, right?
He's stealing from the rich?
Given to the, I don't know. We do have like 1,000 or that's poo.
1,000 Acre Wood?
What's the Forest of Nottingham, or what is?
Yeah.
Is that the forest in Robin Hood?
I think so.
Something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's Sheriff of Nottingham, but is the forest also called the Forest of Nottingham?
It's been so long.
I know. But I like your medieval.
Okay.
Ish thing. Mine wasn't like a modern tale. Mine was like a guy in a cabin. Could be any era.
I'm fine with that. And
Okay.
castles exist nowadays.
True.
Royalty's still
Just
here,
a little
so
different.
a little bit.
But we always kind of like to take it out of the modern in some cases, because then it's like, then there's no cell phones, there's no like obvious
It
plot
makes
devices.
Things, yes,
Yeah.
Makes things nice. So
Okay.
an electricity-free living.
Yes. Wood stoves, torches, flashlight. Wait.
Too far. Go back one.
More torches.
Lamps.
Lamps. Oil lamps.
Oil
Yeah,
lamps.
that's good. That's a step before electricity. Okay, so we're like kind of working your way
We've got
from
a
my idea toward
setting.
back to yours idea.
I like yours so well, though.
Okay, but
I like the idea that the daughter is the princess of the forest.
okay,
And maybe that's all we need.
from your idea. But I mean, mine kind of just ended up being a slice of life without anything besides like
A
mystical.
conflict.
Yeah, child rearing. Shoot, because I like your conflict of love lost to lessons gained and
Which is
curses being
exactly
lifted.
what happened in the song.
Yeah.
He says, "You were my first love, but you'd probably say he was your first
Yeah,
love." I
Like,
just listened
I think
to the
it's
song.
also it's always good when we incorporate something of the
Yes. Yes.
original piece. What do we do? How do we resolve this? This is tough.
Well, do we want to do good versus evil? I feel like
I don't think
we could do the environmentalist sort of thing where they're threatening the forest somehow.
I was kind of trying to steer away from the, what is that one movie with the
Fern Gully?
Fern Gully? Yeah, I was like,
We already have time flyers.
I was like, please, like, divert my idea as far away from Fern Gully as possible. But my idea is very similar to probably billions of other ideas. Just not Fern fucking Gully.
So
It's like the last thing I wanted this idea.
we already have time flyers.
I know.
We're set.
Let's not do Time Flyers 2.
That's fine.
Time in the Forest.
Oh my god. Then everyone turned into sugar gliders. No, I'm kidding.
It's a great idea for another episode.
Yeah, for another day.
But today we have Princess of the Forest.
Oh my gosh. What if it were a sitcom? And like Mother Nature pops in sometimes, like, how's my daughter doing? And everyone's like, ha ha ha, laugh track. I've been watching too much
You've been
of that
watching
one.
way too many sitcoms.
Anyway,
There is no laugh track in this anime.
No.
Solely the good name.
no.
Princess and the Tree. No. I'm really trying to figure it out. It's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Do we just drop it at that? I mean, I want there to be something.
There should be.
I want your frog or frog character to be there.
Okay.
Dang it.
We could take it biblical in that there's like a snake or, serpent, whatever kind of a thing that tries to take
Kill
the
the
princess away from the forest, maybe pulling on so many other things. Maybe the forest needs her there to thrive.
Right. Like the Ashitaka movie. Which one is that?
Princess Mononoke.
Princess Mononoke.
Or Seven Deadly Sins, or...
Oh, yeah.
there's a
shit.
bunch.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah. Princess Mononoke. That's the same one.
Yeah. See, I like that because it's good. Like, it works in anime. We've seen it many times.
Yeah, we need the... It's the good versus evil thing, I guess.
Maybe that does happen. She's a princess, and so she's sought after by knights. And the Mother Nature character, like, curses knights who are unworthy, and then finally, like, a true to form, like, knight in shining armor shows up and is able to, like, take the princess away without her knowing that it'll, like, completely kill the forest. Or, like, not completely kill the forest, but, like, degrade it to a point where it's not a, like, sustainable ecosystem. Maybe. And so...
Why would Mother Nature let that happen?
It's like she can't always, like, she can't go against her own daughter's wishes or something. So the daughter, like, leaves for a spell and then, like, comes back to visit her father, and her father's, like, sick in bed because... like a poisonous mushroom grew because it wasn't something that would normally happen under, like, if she were still there. And then she, like, realizes what error she made, and then she comes back, and the knight in shining armor, like, sets up a farm in the forest, and they hang out and have their own child, and then that's the end. It's really happy.
Oh, so he's not evil?
No, he's not evil. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's like he's so true of heart and, like, everything that she's totally okay with, like... Are you not okay with this?
No, that's...
I don't know.
I was getting a Frozen vibe, actually. I was like, he seemed really good, but then he just wanted to, like...
No, I'm not pulling to that. Like, this guy is actually decent and not a shithead.
So, it would act...
He's just naive.
Okay. Back to the funny things, though.
Yes.
If all of the other princes, knights, whatever, that have tried to win her over are turned into weird animals, do they just, like, hang around in the background?
Yeah. Like, that's the funny part. It's like there's a shit ton of just, like, deer
Don't
and
mind
frogs.
that little badger over there.
Yeah. Like, other animals that, like, used to be shitbag knights.
And then they're reformed.
Eventually, yeah.
Hopefully.
And they help on the farm. Or some shit. I don't know. Right? It's kind of funny.
That would be funny.
It's pretty funny. But it's, like, totally not explained throughout the show. Like, you see, like,
Can
one...
they talk?
No.
Okay.
They're, like, fully frogified or whatever. But it's like you see one knight be turned into a frog, and then, like, you see that frog later on. It's like, oh, it's obviously that knight. But then, like, there's other just, like, animals that hang out. And you're like, oh, they're just animals. But really, they were all knights. Does that bring it back? Is it back to sitcom level?
Oh, I didn't mean to make it sitcom. No, that's funny. I
Okay.
like that.
That's our little spin on the old tale of animal transformation trope Disney show. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I think we've got it. Are you okay with her leaving for a spell and it degrading the forest? Like, it doesn't kill the forest. It's just,
no, it doesn't kill it.
It's just she is like the heartwood of the entire forest.
It's
so
just
her...
where does she go? Is it a different forest? Is it a town?
No, she goes to, like, civilization. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's like she has humanity, so she always has that, like, yearning for new experiences, and so she, like, has that.
Very Ariel.
Yeah.
She wants to see...
She's like every princess.
Yeah. She's our next Disney princess.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then, yeah, because then her father, like, gets sick from her being gone. I'm imagining a really cool scene.
Maybe the animals
like
that were the knights start to get a little agitated and start
Oh yeah, like
doing
they
bad
buck,
things.
like they become more wild and feral and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that. I'm imagining a really cool scene after all this shit's gone down, where she's returning to the forest and turning the like brownish grass and foliage like green again, and it like follows her into the forest, becomes lush and beautiful again. Like that'd be real good. That'd be real good. So yeah, that happens.
Sounds good.
Cool. We did it.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
Is this a movie or is it a TV show?
It feels movie-ish, doesn't it?
It feels movie-ish, but I think we could make it a series.
If it was just like a one season sort of one-off.
Not even like a one season, just like it follows the different stages of her life in each series.
It would be neat if it were maybe like 4 parts or something and they were all movie length.
Oh yeah, I'd totally watch that.
That would be cool.
Yeah. They're
Let's
all
do
movie
that.
length and they all have their own like different plot story that then like intertwines at the end. I mean, it all follows the same.
Right, but time will have passed.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Cool.
Very good. Maybe like an 8-parter. No, I don't know.
Yeah, however many.
Really, yeah. Whatever resources we can cobble together to make this happen. Interns, get on it.
Chop chop.
Right-ho.
So she leaves, comes back maybe by herself and realizes things have gone wrong.
Yeah.
And then returns and it's like, we can't stay here. I'm sorry. You need to come back. And maybe he says he's not sure at first or something.
Yeah, maybe he's pensive. Is that what it is? He's pensive at first.
And maybe she's
then
like, well, I'm going
she
without
goes
you.
by himself and then by herself, and then he
And then
follows because he's like, oh God, I really love this girl. I really love this girl.
And maybe he realizes like the goods from the forest aren't as
Oh
aren't as
yeah, like
prevalent.
he takes
he
a bite
goes
of
to the
it.
market or something
All the
and it's
apples
just like,
are
wow,
shriveled
this
and
is
smaller.
this is
and-
horrible and people aren't, maybe it's not like
Spreads-
famine level,
yeah.
but it's like this winter's going to be really hard.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my gosh.
It's her.
And then he decides
Become a forest man. Cool.
to manage it with her.
But there's definitely still a Robin who is like a Robin Hood style character.
I think the Robin should be maybe because we weren't really going to have like Mother Nature,
Right.
but maybe the Robin is the go-between. It's the one that keeps.
I want to be Robin Hood though.
Okay,
And it has
never
a little
mind.
hood on. No, I'm kidding.
It could.
I mean, any animal could be the go-between. Make it a deer with
But
the antlers
what if, as
and
a
give it a
child,
human face.
That sounds familiar. Oddly familiar.
Weird.
What if as a child she makes a little cloak for the bird and she like befriends it and doesn't realize that it's
I mean, I guess
protector.
it doesn't really matter. We can do whatever.
I want it to be her protector, I think.
The Robin, not like a bigger animal, just like a tiny ass Robin. What's it gonna
This
protect
is your
her?
idea.
What's it gonna protect her from? It's not my idea to make the protector the Robin. Don't at me. I'm cool with it.
We don't have to.
It's fine. I just don't really get it. Like, it's a Robin. What's it gonna do? Peck? I guess its strength is that it's, like you would underestimate a Robin or whatever, right? But it's really strong.
All right,
Strong-willed.
It's not a good
It just,
protector.
it's,
Oh yeah? Okay.
yeah, a lot of Sims.
Yes, that did happen.
I mean, there's another animal. We don't have to specify. It could be
Okay.
a Robin in the end. We don't know. We're not gonna spoil everything.
I just thought the garden would be cute. The Robin would be cute as her like guardian.
I mean, you're not wrong. It's cute. It's very Jiminy Cricket style.
It could be a spiritual guardian. It
Spirit
doesn't have
Robin.
to be Like
a very green,
physical.
very green bird.
It could go and get the bear that it knows. Say, hey, bear.
What if it's like a very iridescent robin or something? Like a very
Sure.
green, shiny bird.
Okay.
There you go. That's cool.
Okay.
I don't know.
You
I was
needed
just picturing a robin. I'm like, it's just a fucking robin. I'll smack a robin.
Don't say around.
I wouldn't.
With their nice red fronts.
Crested.
Yes.
Yes. It's cool. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to destroy your idea. It's great. Should we think of a title then? Is it Robin Hood? Is it
Burden Hood.
Is it Dear Bride?
Deer. DEER.
Oh, God, no. Please not that. Forest and castle words?
Like royalty?
Royalty and forest words?
Yeah.
Royal Forest?
Yeah.
All right, cool title. Royal Forest.
Done and done. Which did you want to do first?
I'll do royal
Okay.
word. If you want to do forest word.
Yeah, I've got a foresty word.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Castle.
Brush.
Brush. Oh, like
Like underbrush, I guess.
underbrush. Yeah. Cool.
All right.
All right.
Flip.
Yeah, switcheroo.
E.
3, 2, 1. Heartwood.
Crown.
Crown. Brush crown. That's cool. I like crown.
Heartwood?
Yeah.
That's a type of tree?
No, it's like a type of wood. I think it's like in the center.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like the darkest part that like is the oldest maybe, or where the water actually goes through,
Oh.
I think. I don't really remember.
That's cool.
Sciencey.
Oh.
But yeah, my like combined was like Castle Heartwood, but that doesn't really make any sense or lend itself to being.
But like Heartwood Forest is cool.
That's pretty cool.
You want to hear my bad one?
Yeah.
Family tree.
I
I mean,
no.
it fits though.
Family Forest.
Like Family Feud.
Yeah, I did. I was like Enchanted Forest, like the
Our
game.
favorite game.
Because it is enchanted,
It is.
and it's a forest.
It is. I kind of like Forest Heartwood though.
You do?
I kind of do.
I
What
do
you
too. I
think?
like that it has heart in it.
Mm-hmm.
For this upcoming Valentine's.
That's true. Do you have any special plans, Jimmy?
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day?
But I won't say them on air. They're secret.
Okay.
So what was it?
Forest
Heartwood?
Heartwood?
I like it. Yeah. I have no qualms.
Would you like to keep going, or you?
No, if you're good with it, I'm good with it.
I like it.
All
I mean,
right.
I came up with it. That's biased, but
Yeah, well, I also like it, and I didn't come up with it. So there
Good.
you go.
good.
Forest Heartwood.
I think that fits.
Yeah,
Her.
because if
She's-
I'm right,
I mean, she's like the heart of the forest.
if I'm right about what Heartwood is, which maybe I'll have to research a little bit later, but then it makes a lot more sense because yes, she is the heart of the forest, but also like the Heartwood, if the Heartwood dies, then the whole tree dies, something like that maybe, applies to this anime.
Yeah.
So there
I
you
like
go.
that. It kind of reminds me of the Amish. How when they reach a certain age, they leave the community.
Yeah, they do their thing.
And then return. So maybe. No, that kind of ruins everything. Never mind.
No,
I was
it's
gonna
like
say maybe rather than having suitors come to her, she goes
Yeah.
out on a trek to a village and finds somebody.
no, I think
But then we wouldn't have our adorable cast of characters.
yeah, I think our adorable cast of characters definitely exist because they heard tale of a beautiful maiden in the forest.
And they wanted greedily. They wanted to possess the forest's power and resources and
Yeah. Or
Or maybe
or they don't know
wanted
she's
to,
the forest princess.
They wanted to take her away so that the region was weakened so that their forces could move in.
Oh, yeah, like they were actually evil. Like different countrymen trying to literally weaken this. Okay, that's cool. I like that.
It's a stronghold.
It's like that, but also just like shitbag people come in to the forest and they're like, oh, a pretty girl. And then the forest like binds them into a tree and then pops out like a fox. And they're like, shit.
I did picture the grandmother Willow taking her little willowy bits and smacking them.
Like not that ridiculous.
But if like a drunk guy wandered in, she'd smack him on the butt. And he'd be like, oh.
I'm actually imagining not like a huge like movement of anything, but like a big root kind of just like gets a little higher than it was before and he trips over. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then falls into a big mud and you're like, haha, big mud.
Yes, the most common reaction to big mud.
Haha, big mud.
Big mud.
There's a character in the show called Big Mud.
Or maybe they just...
And he turns into a like boar.
He roots around.
Roots around for the truffles, but he also kind of like...
Boar nose.
He's not adverse to rolling in a thing of mud. In a big thing of mud.
Some big mud.
He's like, yeah, this is big mud.
Big mud checking in. Oh. No.
What?
I was going to say, if the animals could talk to each other, what are you in for? That would be bad. No. We don't need that.
Then there'd be a very likely animal revolt.
Yeah, we don't need any animals speaking. I think that cheapens it.
It's like they turn into essentially animals with like very few human traits or things that they like.
And I'm guessing that they are punished appropriately. Like if they're trying to be a sly fox about things, they get turned into a fox. Or if they're, whatever.
They're trying to be a weasel, they get turned into a weasel. Mm-hmm. If they're just trying to be a deer. Then see, they wouldn't, I mean, like, not every...
No, but...
Right. There's a bunch of forest woodland creatures. How about that? There's a beaver somewhere.
We don't know what he did.
We don't know what he was doing.
We don't know what he's in trouble.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
This is good. This is a good idea. Mm-hmm. I'm happy with Forest Heartwood. It's cool. I'd watch it. In its 5-part series, coming soon. This is like a 2023.
Yeah, we've
spring.
We got some work to do.
Spring and growing season.
Yes, I mean summer is for like plant, like crops.
Like actual. No, I'm just saying like.
But I mean forests. There are year-round crops. But
yeah, but like it's not gonna grow in like fall and winter. That's when stuff dies.
Spring. She was found in spring.
Yeah. She's a spring baby. Mm-hmm. That's good. She has like a.
Now
April
I'm thinking of Thumbelina.
See, I knew my idea was very similar to.
And I loved Thumbelina as a child.
But Thumbelina wasn't like she's just like a fairy.
Or something.
Something weird.
I just loved Thumbelina. That's all there is to it.
It's a great movie.
The movie. I'm sure there are other things, but I loved the movie.
Okay. Good. Well, that's it for this episode, yeah?
I think.
Instant Anime?
I think so.
Instant Anime?
Just add music.
I'm Jimmy.
I'm Sarah.
Thanks for listening to this episode. Follow us on Twitter. At Instant Anime Pod. Give us your suggestions for songs.
Please.
Or do it on our Podbean website, instantanime.podbean.com, through Facebook. Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get enough of our tune selections, check out our Spotify playlist.
Which I've linked on Twitter and pinned it. And I think that's it.
Continue with your favorite podcatcher.
Yeah. Wherever you're listening.
Yeah.
Again, the song today was B2B's Dear Bride. What a song.
DEAR. No matter
good for you to specify.
How we've misled you. It was not.
Yes. Have a great day. Have a great week.
Have a great one.
We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye. Happy Valentine's Day.
Cute.